Gamers here, and we're doing a spotlight on the Star Wars Providence Cruiser, made by Sauron 2012. Thought this was a very nice design. It had very great detail to the texture and such, including the inside, which I'll show you in a few moments. And it is completely survival ready. It has airtight inside, and it's very nice. The door is right here, of course open. And that's one of the Star Wars turns, actually. You can see it shoots out red lasers, as you saw in the intro of this video. So let's click that button and open the door. So when you get in here, it's a very nicely detailed inside. If you have any Star Wars ships, then you could of course put them in here. You have a connector on top and a nicely designed floor. It also has beautiful lighting, so actually I didn't realize my light was on. So this is without my lights on. As you can see, it's very, very bright and nicely lighted in here, like if you actually had your flashlight on, and how it would actually look in the Star Wars film, I believe. In here, this is how you get to the actual command bridge, which I think is really neat. So, if we go down here though, first, it's kind of a nice area. You can go back here. Here's your med bay section, so you can look around. You see oxygen tanks over there, and seats, and such. Now let's move into here. You see, in here is kind of like a waiting room, I thought. It's like one of those rooms where you just sit in here, just watch the door. Now for up these stairs. So we're going up here, and there is the command center up here, and it's also a very nice hallway. You can see there's like these very nice designs in the wall, which is paid attention to. Very nicely designed. And you can see they have these nice long hallways right here. It's very nice to walk through. You have a lot of lighting in here as well, which makes it very nice to walk through because then you don't have any really, really dark spots and such. So, I'll show you this area up here first. It's kind of like a cryo section, I guess, next to the secondary command center, because I believe this is what that is. Secondary command center. Maybe a flight center? I don't know. Pretty sure this is the secondary command center. But you can see in here, you can have a nice view of when you're battling or something. You can sit in the seat, and it's not the main cockpit, so this won't do anything with the ship. The main cockpit is at the very front end where you see that window right there. You can nicely spin around and such, and yeah, very nice. Then in here you have a bunch of seats, which is also quite nice, because you can sit in here while your crewmates go everywhere, and you can kind of do remote controlled stuff, and you can also shoot the machine guns, or you could just sit in the seat, and it could be like a carrying section where you're getting carried along or something, and that, yeah, that. And as you move down this hall, you could do like a cinematic scene right here, just walking down and doing this. It's just like, you could see them down the long hallway, and I didn't expect to go that far out, but yeah. Then you can see there's air vents right here, which also pressurize this section here, but they placed it in a really nice spot, so then it doesn't look awkward, because sometimes you can't find a spot at all to place those, because it makes it look really ugly and such. Then you make it up to the command bridge, where you can actually fly the ship, because this is the main cockpit section. And you can see it has very nice detail on the wall right here, because it has that engraved stuff. It's also interior walls too. Then you have green lighting right here, and this is the actual cockpit. This is the thing that flies it, or the place that flies it, at least I should say. And you can hop in the cockpit and look around the ship too. And you can fly it from here. Speed, you can get a cinematic look, of course. Just go down here and cinematicate it. That's not even a word, but you know what? You can do that. That's a good cinematic look right there, or something. I don't know. Or you can just look at it from the front end, which also looks really nice because the detail is extraordinary on this thing. It's very nicely paid attention to. You can actually recognize this as the ship that it is, and it's a very nice to fly ship, kinda. And not only is it good in space, it can fly in Earth's atmosphere, not very far, but it can fly in about 1g gravity. That's about the height that it can fly in without going down to Earth and crashing. But that's better than nothing in my opinion, because I mean, a lot of big ships like this can't even fly in the atmosphere and such. This also has atmospheric thrusters on it, which I found kind of interesting because I thought it had all hydrogen, but then when I looked into the ship, it actually had some atmospheric thrusters in it. I thought it was very nicely designed addition in case if you actually had to go partially into the atmosphere. Okay, so as we walk in here, you can see that there's actually bulkheads on these, which I thought was really nice because if you ever had to escape something and you're under fire, or you just need to keep it pressurized, you could do the bulkhead down, bring it down, and walk into here, look back, and it nicely closes on the ground to save oxygen in this section so that it doesn't all leak out when the hangar bay opens, which has this on both sides, I believe. So, yeah. And then here's the long walk of stairs because it goes all the way up to that main cockpit up there. You have to go up this. Okay, now we've reached the top. Here's the door that I was talking about. You can actually open it and go out the back end. You can see that you could actually enter from up here, so if a ship was parking, you could like jump out and jump into here really quick if you had to make a quick escape and the ship out there was destined to die. That doesn't happen very often, but I thought it might be a cool idea if you ever had to do something like that. As you can see, there's a long hallway of death down there. And you walk into here, and here's that main bridge that you always see in the movies, which is quite a nice bridge, I think. And the chair faces this way, because it watches that, and such like that. And you can sit in here, you can watch. This is usually where you see everybody, like, in the command room. Okay, now I'm gonna fly this thing to show you guys how fast it can go, and what it can do, or whatever. Then I'll play a little battle clip after this to show you guys it in action, of course, because everybody wants to know what a ship does in a battle. Even I do. So, let me put tab on to show you guys how fast it's going. Okay, so here's the speed of the ship right there. If you look at it, it speeds up quite quickly. It's almost like a small ship, which I think is really cool. Looks very nice, and I think it represents it quite well. Yeah, it's quite nice. Now, I'll play a small little battle clip after this, just to show you guys how this ship kills things. Because the ship's actually a really nice ship. I mean, it's going to be going up against itself, and I'll be in the ship right here. So it'll be a ship across there in this. Okay, so let's just play the battle clip. And well, yeah, that was a dramatic battle there. The ships kind of demolished each other. I mean, neither ship really won in that, other than maybe the ship that I was battling. I kind of got demolished. Well, okay. This ship won. That's what I can say. The whole top literally came off of it. You shredded off the command center. So I hope you enjoyed this. The ships got utterly demolished, as you can see. That was a lot of gunfire too. The ship is still operational, so the enemy has won. And really has won. And you can see this is the crash site over here. It's very ugly. My ship. My beautiful ship. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this. And I took a lot of time to make it too, because I want to make this really good for you guys to watch, interesting as well, and so I added a lot of cinematics into this, and thought that would make it look nice, and I think it ended up really well with this film, because, you know, I kind of like doing these reviews, they're a lot of fun to do, and I hope you like watching them. So, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!